The two leaders hailed the warm and cordial relations which continue to flourish between Kenya and Sri Lanka, noting that ties between our two countries are firmly underpinned not only by our shared values and interests, but also a shared historical experience as exemplified by our common struggle against colonialism and imperialism, as well as our mutual resolve to overcome the challenges of development. The two leaders agreed that this timely state visit was an exceptional opportunity to consolidate this long-standing partnership between our two countries and forge even closer ties heading into a new and promising future of shared destiny and mutual prosperity. Towards this end, the two principals reiterated the commitment to the continued expansion of these excellent ties and to build a fresh momentum for cooperation in all areas of mutual interest. Guided by the necessity to establish a solid framework to facilitate seamless engagement between the two governments, the two leaders commended the signing of the agreement establishing the Kenya-Sri Lanka Joint Commission for Cooperation. The Joint Commission for Cooperation will be the primary point of contact for advancing, for monitoring, and evaluating bilateral ties between the two countries. The following instruments were also concluded in the presence of the two heads of state. 1, a memorandum of understanding on bilateral relations. 2, a memorandum of understanding on bilateral trade relations. 3, a memorandum of understanding on commercial, economic, and technical cooperation. 4, a memorandum of understanding on visa exemption for holders of diplomatic and official passports. 5, a memorandum of understanding on cooperation in the field of tourism. 6, a memorandum of understanding on cultural cooperation. 7, a memorandum of understanding on cooperation in the field of sports. The two leaders agreed to further enhance cooperation in the areas of trade and economic cooperation. Towards this end, Their Excellencies instructed the relevant institutions to initiate consultations leading to the conclusion of agreements in the areas of investment promotion, protection and avoidance of double taxation. His Excellency President Mahinda Rajapaksa further highlighted that acts of terrorism in any form cannot be condoned and resolved that Sri Lanka and Kenya as victims must endeavor to bring the global community together in eliminating this menace. His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta observed that drawing from the Sri Lankan experience, Kenya was confident that the fight against retrogressive elements and extremists can be won. The two leaders agreed to enhance cooperation and the sharing of experiences, especially in the areas of counterterrorism and defense. The two heads of state noted with satisfaction that Sri Lanka's application for observer status in the African Union was a clear demonstration of the mutual desire for closer collaboration and partnership between Africa and Sri Lanka, as well as a hallmark of His Excellency President Mahinda Rajapaksa's bold vision for greater South-South cooperation. His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta commended President Mahinda Rajapaksa for his able stewardship of the Commonwealth Heads of State and Government meeting and for assuming the high office of the Chairman of the Commonwealth. The President applauded the many satisfactory outcomes achieved in Colombo and noted in particular that the Colombo Declaration on Sustainable, Inclusive and Equitable Development is a hallmark document focusing on the imperative need for equity and inclusiveness in economic development. His Excellency President Mahinda Rajapaksa explained to his counterpart the basis of identifying the special theme for the summit by Sri Lanka as being the need to focus primarily on economic and development issues affecting member states, which is also in keeping with current global realities and the ongoing international debate on a post-2015 development agenda. The joint communique embodies the vision of the leaders of Kenya and Sri Lanka for harnessing the enormous potential available for further strengthening and consolidating this comprehensive partnership in all areas of bilateral endeavor.